As you see on the screen, there is a pentagon, a polygon of pentagon, which has 5 sides that we learned last meeting. And it also has 5 vertices and 5 interior angles and exterior angles. So that is your polygon pentagon. Now let's talk about the interior angle. So the interior angle is an angle formed by 2 adjacent sides or inside the polygon. So this is the angle formed by 2 intersecting straight lines or line segments. So that is your interior angle. And for equilateral angle, a polygon like the square, there are 4 equal angles. So normally the angles would be 90. So there are 4 right angles. So each right angle is equivalent to 90 degrees. So that is in 4, that would be, oh my goodness, you're not listening. That would be 360. Now let's see. And then we have the exterior angle. So what is an exterior angle? That is the angle formed by 2 adjacent sides, or there are 2 straight lines coming from the inside going outside. So that is your exterior angle. So later on you will see. So on this case, you have the exterior angle here. There is your exterior angle. So that is from this side going out, or that is why we say adjacent or extended. So when we say adjacent, it means it is an extended or extra line towards outside area. So that is your exterior angle. And that is your interior angle. And on the screen, you will see that is going back or reviewing the elements or properties of your polygon. So you have the sides, you have the interior angles, you have the vertices, exterior angle, and the diagonal. So the diagonal, that is a line that runs from one vertex through the opposite vertex. So in this case, there is a triangle polygon formed or created. Now let's see. Now we have the regular polygon. So it says all angles are equal and the sides are of the same length. So we use the simple form or word that means equilateral, and which means the sides are equal, and equiangular, which means all the angles are equal. Now here we have examples of your equilateral polygon. And this is, so you have the pentagon and you have the hexagon. So hexagon has 6 sides, 6 equal sides and 6 equal interior and exterior angles. Now, on the opposite side, you have the irregular polygons. So what are irregular polygons? Irregular polygons do not have equal angles and equal sides. So they are not equilateral and equiangular. So that is your irregular polygons. Now next, did you do your homework? I asked you to draw 2 kinds of triangles. So regardless of what is that 2 triangles. So you have to measure the sides and you have to measure the angles as well. And that is equivalent to 10 points. Did you do it? Chayanon, Mini, Kaupon. And here, so there you have further explanation or detail of your regular polygon. So first we have the triangle. So we have studied that before. It's very easy. And you have the quadrilateral, which means this polygon has 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles. And the perfect example for that is your square. And then another is you have a rectangle. So this rectangle has 2 pairs of equal sides and 2 pairs . Hey, are you listening? So there are also
listen you ค่ะ
listen you ka. You remember, don't worry, I'll show the video inside the classroom and teacher one will watch it also. Okay?
กล้องพัง teacher กล้องพัง
Who is this? Mini? Irene? Erin? I'm not joking. Listen, kids. I know it's difficult, but you see, we have to do this because we are very behind the lesson. We are supposed to finish the entire or the whole book, all the learning chapters or units in your book. So we need to finish them until the second term ends. So please listen. And as I said, our Zoom class last week and this week are recorded. So there are records. And I sent the video to gifted teachers, gifted group chat in Line and in Messenger. And also your teacher Jenny and we upload all the videos, the Zoom classes videos on YouTube. And what we do is we send the link to your teachers and your teachers send the link to your parents. So please take note of that. So if you don't listen, if you don't want to turn on your video, it's up to you. But anyway, I will be playing the videos inside the classroom next week. So you will see it for yourself. I have all the videos. Do you understand? Now see, let's continue. So here we have the parallelogram. So when we say parallelogram, the opposite sides are parallel. So for in this case, so let's look at this one. So this one here, so this one here, that is one side and that is another side. So these two sides are parallel. So this is what we call parallel. This side, the top side and the bottom sides, they are the parallel. They are one pair of parallel lines. And also we have this side here and another, the opposite side. So these two are parallels. That's what we say parallel. So please, you listen. So this one here and that one, they are parallel. So this one and this one, they are parallel. So this one also and the opposite sides are parallel. Now there. So what about the angles? Are the angles the same? Yes. It's exactly the same, only the sides that differ, but the angles are of 90 degrees angle. So there are, in your parallelogram or rectangular polygon, you have 4 right angles that are equivalent to 90 degrees each. So that would be 360 as the sum of your total interior angles, if you are listening. And then we have the kite. So kite is similar to your kite. So that's just 2 pairs of adjacent sides are equal length. So that's the same. So you have, and then the shapes has an axis of symmetry, parallel axis. So this, we're talking about the lines that runs through from top to bottom and from side to side. So this is what we call axis. And when we say symmetry, we mean, when we say symmetry, we are talking about of the same size or shape. So that is the symmetry. They are equal shape and size. Now let's look at this one. Now we have the rhombus. Your rhombus is another special type of parallelogram. As we say, parallelogram means the lines are parallel. So it has, rhombus has 2 equal sides. So they are parallel. This side here and this side there, and its opposites is also parallel. So this side and that side are parallel, this side and that side are parallel. But the angles, 4 angles are not equal. So in other words, there are only 2 pairs. So this angle here, and that angle are of the same value or measurement. And this angle here, and on the opposite angle, these 2 have the same size, but they are smaller than this and the other angles. Do you understand? Not listening. Very nice. So you have here, you have
ได้ยินครับ
okay, don't talk and don't listen. You will see it in the video next week. So when do we have the class? Monday. Nice. I will show the video inside the class so that your teacher one also could see it. Okay. So don't listen. That's okay. I am not in trouble.
คนนี้ชอบคนหาย
Huh? You don't listen. It's like the same thing when you are inside the classroom. You don't listen to Jenny.
ซื้อไว้ในแจก
Jenny.
มันเป็นชิ้นทองแล้วกับหางแม่จะเอาแบบไหน
Okay, so let's continue now. So in this case, we have your pentagon. So that's the pentagon there. As usual, we always talk about the pentagon. So having 5 equal sides and 5 equal angles. So these are also, you have the hexagon, which has 6 sides and 6 angles. So they are regular polygons. Thank you. You're all back. Now here, we have the heptagon. How many sides are there in a heptagon? So there are 7 sides and 7. There are 7 sides and 7 angles. So hepta means 7. So you see, so you have to listen because Zoom will stop any minute now. So kids, please listen. I think teacher 1 is joining our class. I think she's there. Okay, so now let's continue. Sorry about that. I have to update the Zoom. Now, as we say, hepta means 7 and octa means 8. So therefore, we have the octagon having 8 sides and 8 angles. And then nona means 9. That's why we say nonagon, because as we say, gon means angle. Who is it? So gon simply means angle. So that is the meaning there. Now here, let's move on to the next one. So this time, let's talk about the connection between, what is the connection between the number of sides and the number of diagonals? So that is, in a given situation, for example, you have a square. Now let's say that's the square, not so beautiful square. If that is the square, so that is your equilateral. So in other words, they are equiangular also. So it says diagonal. So how many, if we draw a diagonal line across one vertex to the opposite side, so how many triangles do we form or do we make? There is going to be 2 triangles, though not so beautiful. So you have 2 triangles there. Now, if we are going to draw another diagonal across, so this time we make 4 triangles. So endlessly, we can do another one. So it would be like this. So of course, the number of angles or the size of the angles we would vary or would differ. So, but you have to observe those angles here that they would be. So those are right angles and you have the right angle there. Oh, that's one. And another pair of right angles. So this would be of the same angle or size of angle. But the angles on this side, there, it would be different. Now let's see. So that is the relationship between the sides and the diagonals of a polygon. That is, as always, we say that the diagonal lines create triangles in any kind of your polygon. Now let's
How many?
Huh? What is it? Now here I have an example or how to, here I have the example or how to calculate your angles. It's very simple. So look at this one. So that is, how do we calculate the angles of any polygon or for the regular polygons specifically? So that would be like when you calculate, that would be 6. So when you calculate the polygon, it would be this way. N, which means n minus 2. So that would be, that is how you're going to calculate your, that's how you calculate the angles, okay? N minus 2, that would be, and then times 180 degrees. So that is how you're going to calculate your angles for any regular polygons. So in this case, so let's take this one, the, how many sides? Okay, so let's take this. How many sides are there? Hello? Kids, what polygon is this one? The arrow, the mouse that's pointing. This one, what polygon is this? Very nice, no one is answering. So that is your hexagon 6 sides. Now what do we do here is that if we say number of sides minus 2 and then we multiply by 180 degrees would be 6 minus, this would be written as 6 because n stands for number of sides, okay? That's the number of sides. So n stands for number of sides, and then minus 2 multiplied by 180. So that would be 4 times 180. What is the answer? 6 minus 2. So your answer would be 4 times 180. So what would be your answer? So whatever the answer is, that is 720 would be, oh, okay. Teacher Debbie is answering her own questions. That's nice. 720 would be the total sum of the angles in this polygon hexagon. So if you're going to divide 720 in 6, you will end up taking 120 each side. Uy. Are you still there? Okay, 21 minutes. Now let's move on. Okay, let's try this one. Calculate interior angles. So as it says, the sum of the interior angles would be the number of sides minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. Who can answer this one? Mini, Kaupon, Chayanon, Ubadet, Panupan, Yanida, where are you? You see, you're laughing at me. It's like, you know what? Teacher Debbie feels like I'm crazy. Why? Because I'm the only one talking. You don't talk. I don't know if you are always sleeping or you are eating or you are picking your nose.
No, I learn.
Let me see. When we go back to school, okay, let's see. Erin, what is the answer in number 1 for the square or the equilateral polygon? you see. So that there are 4 sides. If there are 4 sides, you're going to